From Welsh Ryan Arena, Metra makes getting to the big game easy and affordable. Plus, you can skip the stress of parking and take a fast break from traffic. So this season, grab your Wildcats gear, hop on board, and drive less, do more with Metra. A proud sponsor of Northwestern men's basketball. Go Cats!
Now, let's get you back to Wildcat basketball. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Our pregame interview with head coach Chris Collins, presented by Pace Bus. Pace Bus now offers quick and stress-free rides from Evanston to O'Hare Airport for just $2. Google Pace Bus Pulse Dempster for more information. Along with the head coach of the Wildcats before this game with the Nebraska Cornhuskers, I know you're happy to be back here after a long trip to the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, I mean, it's new territory, right, for all of us to go out west and be on the road for 6 days. You know, normally we don't have that unless you're in an NCAA tournament type situation at the end of the year and you're not moving around, you know, to move cities. And so it was different. I was proud of our guys. Felt like we fought hard in both games, you know, dug ourselves holes in both of those games with double-digit deficits. And in the Washington game, you know, had the lead under 4 minutes. And then in the Oregon game, you know, had it down to 5 under 4 minutes. So felt like we did a lot of positive things and saw growth in areas. But obviously the goal is to win. You know, we're not a moral victory. We're not in a moral victory spot. And we want to try to put 40 minutes together, being home today against a really good team to try to get back on the winning side of things.
One thing you said to Billy and me on the post game the other night was 81 points. You can't win, give up 81.
Yeah, I mean, our defense has to improve. You know, I think it's been the one area this year I've probably been most disappointed in is just our consistent effort on that. Not effort, but execution on that end of the floor. I do feel like our guys are fighting, but, you know, we're shooting ourselves in the foot with some key breakdowns at certain times. We're having a hard time keeping the ball in front of us against quicker players, you know, getting into rotations and, you know, giving up 40-point halves consistently to other teams, especially with what we're up against now personnel wise without Brooks and Jalen, is going to make it really hard on us. So, you know, we gotta hopefully come out today and put a better defensive effort out there.
Is some of that a function of being without those guys and playing guys who haven't played a whole lot?
Yeah, I think it's both. You know, young players that are still learning, you know, plus in terms of the defense, I mean, Brooks was arguably a candidate for defensive player of the year in the conference, and what he brought, you know, not just the steals and the rebounds, but just his physicality. And he kind of brought an attitude on that end of the floor that I thought permeated to the other guys. So, you know, everybody has to just step up. You know, young guys are getting a great opportunity right now to get key experience and to play in big moments against really good teams. And hopefully the more they play, the more positive results they will get.
You got a lot of guys coming back today, a lot of your alumni. I would imagine that's something that for your current players makes this game kind of special for them. They want to do well in front of the guys who came before them.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday at the end of practice. You know, talked about all the alums that are going to be here that wore the jersey before them, and you know, having and you know, feeling the sense of pride, but also the sense of responsibility for what wearing the jersey means and how hard you got to play and how hard you got to fight, and hopefully make all those former players proud when they see the effort in our guys today.
I got to throw Boo out there for a few minutes. Sorry,
we might put the wig on them and. You know, put the Leach jersey on him with some hair and see if it gets over. But it'd be nice to throw him out there for sure.
If only, right?
Exactly.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
That's Chris Collins. This is Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGM.
Minnesota has your itinerary to an amazing winter getaway. Whether you like classical music or improv comedy, we've got your ticket. Experience world-class performances and legendary venues. Learn more at exploreminnesota.com.
The Pulse Dumpster line is transforming Dempster Street. You're in for the ride of your life with Wi-Fi, heated bus shelters, and green lights that just won't quit. Ride Pace Pulse on your way to theaters, airports, and everywhere else along Dempster Street. This express bus line is rated A+. Learn more at pacebus.com/pulse.
PowerPlate, the official fitness technology partner of the Northwestern Wildcats, is a staple of Northwestern athletic training, but it's not just for elite athletes. PowerPlate's whole body vibration technology offers an incredible array of health benefits to people of all ages and fitness levels. Put simply, PowerPlate allows you to feel better, exercise smarter, and recover faster. Sound too good to be true? It's not. See for yourself at PowerPlate.com. Live like the cats with PowerPlate.
This spring, Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
People like to talk about Minnesota winters. We prefer to live them. See why winter is Minnesota's hottest season. Visit exploreminnesota.com.
Get up to the minute Chicago news weekdays at 2 on the Lisa Dent Show on WGN.
Getting set for Northwestern and Nebraska. One other game underway in the Big Ten. Late stages now. 20th ranked Michigan leading the Wildcats' next opponent, Ohio State, 78-75. This has been the Northwestern Basketball pregame show presented by Wintrust Bank. Back with the starting lineups, and we get going next. This is Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Do I choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery. Ends President's Day. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
If you thought having a 3-day weekend couldn't get any better, then you haven't heard about the President's Day deals at Kohl's. I just went and saved a ton on great new styles and much needed home finds, like cute jeans for $24.99, cozy bedding for 30% off, a 15-piece cookware set for $59.99, and so much more. Plus, I got an extra 15% off with a coupon. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, get to Kohl's and thank me later. Select styles, 15% offers end February 17th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
This is Wildcat Basketball, presented by Wintrust, Chicago's bank and official bank of Northwestern Athletics.
Beginning countdown sequence.
It's countdown to tip-off.
Engage.
Now, here's the voice of the Wildcats, Dave Ennett.
Before we get in the lineups, 10 seconds for station identification. This is Northwestern Wildcat Basketball.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
WGN. The starting lineups are powered by Constellation. To learn more, visit constellation.com/energy. Constellation, the preferred energy provider for Northwestern University Athletics. For the visiting Cornhuskers and head coach Fred Hoiberg, forward Juwan Gary, 6'6" senior from Columbia, South Carolina. Second leading scorer and rebounder for Nebraska, averaging over 13 a game. At forward, Andrew Morgan, a 6'10" senior from Waseca, Minnesota. The guards, Sam Hoiberg, 6-foot junior from Lincoln. Bryce Williams, their leading scorer, third in the Big Ten at 19.4 a game. And Raleigh Worcester, a 6'5" senior from Missoula, Montana, a transfer from Utah. For the Wildcats, it'll be Nick Martinelli, Matthew Nicholson, Ty Berry, Jordan Clayton starting at home for the first time, and same for Justin Mullins making his first start at home for head coach Chris Collins. Paul Selk, Kelly Pfeiffer, Terry Oglesby are officials today. Cats in their white Gothic uniforms. Nebraska in their red traveling uniforms. And we are just about set to go. Nebraska without their 6'10" big man, Ferka Bayutkinjel, who will miss his second straight game. He missed the game against Maryland the other night. He's their leading rebounder, so that's a big loss for them. And the ball is in the air. The tap controlled by the Wildcats is Nicholson. Out leaps Andrew Morgan. Jordan Clayton brings it left to right as we see it. We're on our way here on this Sunday afternoon in front of a jam-packed crowd. Here's Clayton moving right. Jordan Clayton back to Barry, swings it left. Martinelli left of the circle. Play by Hoiberg. Up top, Clayton 12 to shoot. Clayton now against Hoiberg. Left of the lane, Clayton still looking. Shot clock down to 6. Jordan Clayton, pull up 17-footer, missed it off the side of the rim. Rebound trickles back to Barry on the left wing. And a fresh shot clock here for the Wildcats. Here's Clayton, a little jab step, feeds Nicholson, skip pass. Mullins, right baseline drive, and he throws it down with 2 hands. That's a way to get a sellout crowd up off their feet. 2-0 Northwestern.
And what a way to start. We need to see more aggressive plays like that from Justin Mullins on the offensive end.
Here's Morgan to the dangerous Joan Gary. Now they feed it low on the right side to Morgan. Morgan skips it across to Hoiberg, shovels to his left. There's Worcester. Worcester return fade to Hoiberg and around to Bryce Williams. His first touch, he falls down, grabs the ball. This is going to be a tie-up. It will stay with Nebraska, but only 3 seconds showing on the shot clock.
Hoiberg and Bryce Williams tripping over one another as it went to exchange the ball, but the Cats playing solid position defense.
All right, 3 seconds to go as Worcester will throw it in with Clayton guarding. Bounces into Williams. Quick 3, no good. Rebound Karam's right to Clayton. 2-0 Northwestern. Jordan Clayton starting for the 3rd straight game, playing his 3rd game of the season. Here's Barry moving left. Looks for Martinelli on the drive. Little floater in the lane. Good by Nick Martinelli. His first points for the Big Ten's leading scorer. 4-0 Cats lead it. Worcester left point to Williams. Hands it quickly to Hoiberg. They work it around the perimeter. Morgan looks around. One dribble. Hand off Worcester. Worcester against Martinelli. Feeds it into Morgan. Morgan falling away. Threw it over the rim. No good. Rebound Mullins. Leaves it for Clayton.
And Clayton with the help inside, forcing the off-balance shot.
There's Clayton off a Nicholson screen. Looks to Mullins. Bouncing from Martinelli. Gets hit by Hoiberg. They play on. Shot clock down to 15. Lobs one up for Nicholson. Too high, but it trickles to Barry for 3. Rims out. And the rebound, Morgan.
What a smart play by Nicholson. Couldn't control the ball, but tips it out to Ty Barry.
And now here's Morgan driving to the basket. Missed the layup from Williams. Nicholson the rebound. Barry the other way. He'll pull up and take a 3, and it's good. Ty Barry, 3-pointer number 237 for the Wildcats' 5th all-time leading 3-point shooter. 7-0 Cats lead. Now Morgan at the top of the key against Nicholson. Back outside Worcester. Skip pass. Here's Hoiberg. Left baseline drive. Cut off by Barry. Back out to Worcester. Into traffic. And he finds Gary wide open for 3. He missed it. Rebound Nicholson.
Nebraska a little out of kilter here, and credit the Wildcats defense coming out being very aggressive here at the outset of the game.
Nebraska 0 for 4 shooting so far. Cats are up 7-0. Here's Clayton picked up by Gary. Looks for Ty Barry. Now shovels to Nicholson left of the circle. Feeds it low on the left. Knocked away from Martinelli. Taken the other way by Bryce Williams. Williams shovels inside. There's Morgan. His shot blocked by Nicholson, but a foul called.
And the Cats turning the ball over, one of the keys. They have to take care of the basketball this afternoon and look for Nebraska to double team from the baseline the entire afternoon. That's one of their defensive strategies.
Well, Morgan, a transfer from North Dakota State, where he played in 85 games. Starting today for the 6th time as a Cornhusker. 59% free throw shooter. Steps to the line for 2 shots to try to get the Cornhuskers on the board. Nebraska as a team, 75% from the line. First one up, clangs off the back iron, no good.
Justice.
Morgan, 6'10", out of Minnesota. Over 1,000 points in his career. Another free throw attempt coming. Student section's not full today. Maybe they'll fill up a little more. Second one up, no good. He missed the boat.
Proving that he's double justice with as a 59% free throw shooter.
7-0 Northwestern. Cats bring it down. 16:30 to go first half. Finds Barry beyond the 3-point line. Fakes the 3. Try to drop it into Nicholson, and it's stolen. Here's Hoiberg the other way. Hoiberg drops it off. Worcester left baseline. Back out to to Williams, rather. And Williams gets it back from Hoiberg.
Looks right, passes left. There's Hoiberg driving on Mullins under the basket. Can't get a shot up, and he travels. Justin Mullins stood in his path to the basket and forced a turnover, and that is the first by the Cornhuskers, who have taken 4 shots, missed them all.
And while they forced a couple of turnovers, they haven't been able to convert. And the Wildcats with this 7-zip lead.
That's a couple of turnovers in a row here. Here's Clayton. Looks right. There's Barry. Catch and shoot 3. No good. Rebound tipped around and chased down by Hoiberg on the run. And Hoiberg drives on Clayton. Sends it back outside Worcester. Nicholson there to guard him. He hands it off. Bryce Williams right corner. Williams against Barry. Williams to the baseline. Drops it to Morgan. He gets fouled by Barry. And that's going to get us to a timeout.
Yeah, Ty Berry thought he had all ball, but the referee thought otherwise.
Time for our Athletico Physical Therapy Injury Update and Pain. Start with Athletico. Visit Athletico.com to request your in-clinic or virtual free assessment. Of course, the Wildcats without guards Jalen Leach and Brooks Barnheiser the remainder of the season. Minnesota's a shopping paradise from charming European-inspired winter markets to the world-famous Mall of America. There's no sales tax on clothing. Get seasonal trip ideas with our free travel newsletters at exploreminnesota.com/newsletters. Northwestern leads Nebraska 7-0, 15:40 to go first half. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
When I got sick, I spent years looking for answers, but it only took one conversation with my team at Northwestern Medicine to correct my misdiagnosis. I'm Daniel. When Parkinson's changed my life, so did my Spanish-speaking care team.
The Northwestern Medicine Parkinson's Disease and Movement Disorders Center offers specialized, culturally sensitive care. Their Spanish-speaking team was the first to provide Daniel with innovative treatment in the language he preferred. Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Chicago police officers are issued bulletproof vests when they graduate from the academy. A vest costs $500 and needs to be replaced every 5 years at the officer's expense because the vest's protective materials deteriorate. I think that's ridiculous, and I'm doing something about it. This Saturday's Home Sweet Home Chicago is the 4th annual Vestathon to raise money so the Chicago Police Memorial Foundation can purchase vests for Chicago police officers. Please help us reach our goal of 400 vests by donating at cpdvest.com. That's cpdvest.com.
Spend your afternoons with Lisa Dent, weekdays at 2 on Chicago's news station, WGN Radio.
The Cats are back on the court, and Metra's here to get you to the game fast. Metra Fast with a station minutes away from Welsh Ryan Arena. Metra's your number one choice for getting there quickly, comfortably, and safely. Metra, a proud partner of Northwestern men's basketball. 25th meeting between Northwestern and Nebraska, the 21st since the Cornhuskers entered the Big Ten. They split 2 meetings last year. The Huskers winning in Lincoln January 20th, 75-69, and the Wildcats returning the favor here February 7th, 80-68. Cats have won 8 of the last 9 meetings since back-to-back Huskers wins in 2018 and 19. Overall, the Wildcats have won 12 of the last 15 from Nebraska. This would be a real nice win for them against a team which beat Illinois in overtime, then went out and won back-to-back at Oregon and Washington, came home, beat Ohio State before losing the other night to Maryland.
And it speaks to the tough schedules that these teams have when traveling. And right now, Nebraska a little off-kilter offensively, but credit the Cats who are playing some really good defense. Nebraska just 0 for 4 from the field right now.
And Andrew Morgan's 0 for 2 from the line. He's right back there to try to get the Cornhuskers on the board after the foul on Ty Berry.
And we need more justice.
Free throw up. That one's good. They're on the board.
Well, a nice play by Ty Berry. Looked like he had tied Morgan up without fouling.
And for the Wildcats, KJ Wyndham, the freshman, who had 20 against Oregon Tuesday night. Second one, no good. Rebound ripped down by Mullins.
Justice.
Keenan Fitzmaurice in at center, replacing Nicholson for the Wildcats. And for Nebraska, Connor Esigian, former Wisconsin Badger, is in. Wyndham bounces to Martinelli down the three-point line. Drives on Esigian, throws it up. Caught on the weak side by Fitzmaurice. They work it back around the left wing. Here's Mullins down the lane. His shot blocked, but there's Fitzmaurice to throw it down with the left hand.
2 aggressive drives by Mullins leads to an offensive rebound and putback by Fitzmorris. He's got to continue to be this aggressive on the offensive end if he's going to continue to help the Cats.
Scoop from Williams to Hoiberg. Now a Sejan bouncing from Morgan at the 3-point line. Play there by Fitzmorris. Backs it to the elbow. Almost had to get away from him on the dribble. Now here comes the double with Martinelli, and he throws it all the way across to Sejan for 3. He missed it. Rebound Martinelli. Connor Sejan, 2 for 12 the last 2 games from 3-point land. He was 0 for 6 against the Terps. Here's Martinelli, left wing against Sejan. A little size mismatch there. He tries to step through 2 defenders, and it's stolen by Hoiberg. Hoiberg driving on Mullins under the basket, shovels it to Gary. He missed a layup. Morgan missed a layup, but a foul call.
Cats with another turnover, and the Cornhuskers unable to convert. Martinelli gets hung up in the paint, off balance, and just couldn't make a strong enough pass to evade the defense.
Wyndham the foul, his first, 3rd team foul, and they've all been on Morgan. And Morgan's right back at the line where he's 1 for 4. First one up and good. Andrew Morgan averaged 10 points, about 5 rebounds a game. He shot 58% at North Dakota State. And he's shooting 58% this year for Nebraska.
Consistent.
No doubt. Second one up. Good. He made them both. And it's 9-3. The Cornhuskers. Braxton Mia, 7'1" senior from Layton, Utah, checking in. Replacing Morgan. There's Mullins left wing, fires it into Barry. Barry gets fouled as Hoiberg came up for the steal. And the first foul on Nebraska.
Cat trying to take advantage of the mismatch with Hoiberg defending Ty Berry down low.
Ty draws the foul. Wyndham will inbound, baseline left to Barry. Quickly to Fitzmorris, hands it to Wyndham. Wyndham stops at the elbow, looks around, leans in, fires a little jumper in and out. Fitzmorris got the rebound and goes back up to the left, right hand and scores.
What a strong move by Fitzmorris.
Wow, he's got 4 points, 11-3 Northwestern. Now at the other end, here's Bryce Williams trying to shake free, and Justin Mullins can't do it. A Sejan return feed left point for Williams. Gets a screen from Mia. And now Williams against Mullins to the baseline. Steps back, jumper up, good. Tough shot with a hand in his face.
I concur. Tough shot, but really good defense by Justin Mullins, not allowing him to get into the paint, forcing the off-balance fadeaway jump shot.
Yeah, I think he did everything he could. Here's Barry, catch and shoot 3. Good. Ty Barry, 4 for 5 from 3 against Oregon last game. And so far today, he's 2 for 4. And the Wildcats have a 9-point lead, 14-5. He keeps piling up those triples, doesn't he?
He certainly does. And the best thing is he's shooting the ball with so much more confidence now later in the season.
There's Williams off the handoff from Mia. Steps back. Double clutch. Fires a jumper. Good again. Did that twice, Billy. It kind of took a little hesitation, and then it looked like maybe he wasn't going to take the shot. He did. He made them both.
Trying to draw the defense off his feet.
Yep.
And then jump into him for the foul.
14-7 Northwestern. Here's Wyndham feeding it low on the right to Martinelli against Williams. Now skips it across. Left corner 3 for Barry. Good and 1. Ty Barry knocks it down. A chance for a 4-point play for Ty.
A terrific find by Martinelli as he was being double teamed and caught the defense out of rotation. Ty Barry with the 3 right in front of the Nebraska bench on the left side of the floor. Williams, while he's made some tough shots, the Cats have wanted to make him a 2-point shooter instead of a 3-point shooter this afternoon.
Second foul on Hoiberg. And so he's out. Aaron Eulis in. The and 1 is good. 4-point play for Ty Barry. Cats are up 11, 18-7. The Ty's into double figures for the 55th time in his career. He's got 10 points, 18-7 Northwestern. Here's Williams against Angelo Cheravino. The freshman just checked in. He drives, throws up a floater on the right baseline, and it's good. A little teardrop there from Williams, and it's 18-9. He's now the one keeping them in this game with 12:03 to go first half.
Yeah, he's been the offensive catalyst for this team.
And Martinelli banks it in from the left side. 20-9. He's been the catalyst for the Wildcats all season. Now at the other end, Eulis to Williams. Williams looks for Gary, driving in, runs into Fitzmaurice, who takes a hard hit. He's kind of doubled over there. And he'll pick up the foul. That's his first, and that will get us to a timeout here with 11:44 to go in the first half. Cats fans, Northwestern trusts IAS Branding with the Wildcats brand. Let IAS Branding, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, be the solution for your branded merchandise and promotional products. Visit IASbranding.com to learn more. Northwestern basketball is brought to you by Sleep Number. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time exclusively at a Sleep Number store. Northwestern leads Nebraska 20-9. 11:44 to go first half. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Hey, Northwestern fans, enjoy a meal at Wildfire, a 1940-style supper club featuring steaks, chops, and seafood. Try one of Wildfire's signature dishes from our all-American menu: horseradish-crusted filet, Wildfire chopped salad, roasted prime rib, and cedar plank salmon. Dine in and take in the smells from the wood-burning oven, or watch our chefs in action at our open kitchen. Lunch, dinner, carry-out, and private parties. Stop by any one of our 5 Chicago-area Wildfire locations. For reservations, visit wildfirerestaurant.com.
Ozinga is a fourth-generation family-owned American business that provides quality bulk materials and diverse concrete solutions delivered where you need it, when you need it. With the help of our extensive network of transportation services, including truck, rail, barge, and ship terminals across the Midwest, Ozinga makes a positive impact on individuals, their families, and the community for generations by providing concrete, aggregates, and cement that help build a better future. For more information, visit ozinga.com.
Lou Manfredini and House Smarts Radio. He has all you need Saturday mornings starting at 6 on WGN.
For the second year in a row, Champions for Literacy has partnered with Northwestern men's basketball to promote the Fight for Literacy Games. Champions for Literacy, an international paper, have committed $15,000 to impact local young readers. They've added Billy McKinney from sold out Wells Ryan Arena, 20-9 Northwestern. The Wildcats coming in averaging 29.4 points in the first half of their games, which is the fourth lowest average in college basketball behind Seton Hall, South Carolina, and Colorado. And yet they've already got 20, and we still have 11:44 to go here in the first half.
You've got a couple guys picking up the slack today. Ty Berry playing well. And when you talk about that number, it's a little deceptive when you lose Brooks Beinhardt with the injury, as well as Jalen Leach. Those guys were putting points on the board and really helped this team. But this team continuing to find its way towards the end of the season with these young players and some of the vets that are now picking up their slack and making valuable contributions.
Yeah, the Wildcats have actually risen a little bit in their scoring offense lately, and their shooting percentage has come up, and their three-point percentage and three-pointers made, those numbers have all come up recently.
And they're sharing the ball as a result of the absences of their two important scorers. The one thing Chris Collins talked about in the pregame show, Dave, was this team picking up on their defensive efforts, and they've done that thus far here in the first portion of the first half.
Juwan Gary to the free throw line after the foul on Fitzmaurice. Gary, former transfer from Alabama, averaging about 15 points a game in Big Ten play. Free throw up and good for Gary, who had 22 against Maryland the other night and hit 3 3-pointers in that game. He and Williams each hit 3. Williams had the flu, still scored 20. He was a game-time decision. Gary makes both the free throws, and it's 20-11 Northwestern. With Wildcats, Cheravino, Wyndham, the two freshmen, Martinelli, Nicholson back in, and Barry. Here is Wyndham. Flips it to Martinelli between the rings. Gets a screen from Cherubino. Turns the corner under the basket. Sends it out to Wyndham. Left corner three is no good. Rebound grab by Nicholson in traffic. And he's fouled. Good job there by Matthew Nicholson. The other night, 4 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists.
And that rebound over 3 Nebraska players.
The foul on Aaron Eulis, the transfer from Iowa out of Marian Catholic. And bounce pass goes to Nicholson. Now back to the right side. 3 ball way too strong. An air ball fired up by Ty.
Yeah, you don't see Ty Berry miss threes that bad.
Here's Williams, high on the right side. Pressured a bit there. And finally throws it away. Trying to get it to Eulis. It ended up in Martinelli's arms. And a pull-up 3 by Berry. No good. Long rebound. Cherubino drops it back on the left baseline to Martinelli, whose shot is blocked out of bounds.
Well, nice pump fake by Ty Berry. Left the defense flying into the stands as if he was going to watch a fire. And Nick Martinelli with a nice offensive rebound.
Ty gets a breather as Mullins comes back in for the Wildcats. Worcester back in for Nebraska, replacing Gary. And Wyndham inbounds it to Mullins at the free throw line. He drives on Worcester, gets into the paint, bounces back out to Wyndham. Shot clock down to 10. Nicholson high post. Out to Martinelli. Right baseline drive goes up. Put it up on the rim. It fell off. And grabbed by Mia.
What a move by Martinelli. It looked like he might have been fouled on the play, but no call.
Here's Eulis driving right. Lost the ball. Nicholson's got it. Lead pass to Cherubino. And he gets knocked down hard under the basket. And
I don't think that was intentional looking at it from this vantage point. Cherubino with the long lead pass. It looked like he was going to dunk.
And they will count the basket for Cherubino, I believe. Or is it just a foul? Are they going to go to the monitor?
They're going to review this one, Dave.
Yep.
When you get your leg swept out from under you when you're going forward like that, that could lead to a disastrous injury. Thank goodness nothing happened there.
Wildcat fans, Game Day Spirit has you covered lakeside, south of the field, in-store or online with the best Northwestern Game Day essentials. Shop top brands like Under Armour, Champion, and Tommy Bahama, all at the official fan store of the Northwestern Wildcats. Shop in-store at 1807 Central in Evanston or online 24/7 at shop.nusports.com. Game Day Spirit, where Wildcat fans shop. It's Alumni Day here at Welsh Ryan Arena. Roughly 40 Northwestern basketball alumni have made the trip back. Now, you're here every game, so you don't really count. You're one of those 40, but, I mean, you count. Don't get me wrong. You look hurt. I didn't mean it that way. I mean, your number's up in the rafters. But,
hurt my feelings,
but
Dave.
It's great to see some of these guys.
It's fantastic. I mean, Don Jackson, who played here in the late 60s, early 70s, is here. Some of my teammates are here. Bill Finland, Randy Carroll, Bob Hildebrand, and of course, Cat's all-time leading scorer back in the house, Boo Booey.
Yeah, Boo said he would stop down and join us on the radio for a few minutes. I asked him. He's here with his bride, Christy. Yeah, hopefully at some point he'll make his way down and hop on the radio with us for a few minutes.
Yeah, great to see him. Yeah. And he said he misses being here at Northwestern, but it's a part of life and moving on to that next adventure. But a lot of support here from players. Pete Bozen, one of my teammates here, Rich Falk.
Well, again, Pete's a regular. Rich is a regular.
Yeah, Rich, assistant coach, recruited me here, and Big Ten official.
All right, so the foul called on Eulis, and Cherubino all by himself at the free throw line knocks down the first one.
So it was called a flagrant.
Yes. Another one coming here for Angelo Cherubino, the freshman from Mount Carmel. This is the second, but the Wildcats will keep the ball here. Up 10 with 10:27 to go in the first half. And Cherubino will throw it in. Nicholson's got it quickly to Mullins high right now. Here's Martinelli against Bryce Williams. Gets a screen from Shervino. Picked up on the switch by Sejan. Floater on the baseline. No good. Tipped up by Nicholson. No. Nicholson got it back. Goes back up and lays it in. Boy, Matthew Nicholson doing a great job on the offensive glass. Cats are up 12, 23-11.
Just terrific reach and effort by Nicholson on the offensive board this afternoon.
And here's Williams. Takes a three. He missed it. Rebound. Martinelli had it. Nicholson then picks it up as Mia knocked it away. Here's Mullins into the front court. Pucks it out to Wyndham. Around the Shervino. Left corner three. Good for the freshman. Shervino and the Wildcats are up 26-11. A 15-point lead midway through the first half.
Terrific ball movement by the Cats.
Here's Worcester bouncing for Bryce Williams. Williams kicks to the corner. A Sejan, a three. It's no good. Rebound tipped by Mullins out of bounds as he converged with Braxton Mia for that rebound. Checking in Andrew Morgan, Juwan Gary for Nebraska as Ulis will go out and Mia will go out.
And not as in Mia Wallace in Pulp Fiction. Braxton Mia.
Braxton Mia, M-E-A-H. 26-11 Northwestern, a 15-point lead. Into Sejan, a three. He missed it. Rebound Wyndham. Connor Sejan, who last year, 8 for 20 in his career, 8 for 20 from three against the Wildcats in 4 games for the Badgers. Here's Martinelli at the top against Sejan. Drives on Sejan, spins to his left, kicks it out. Wyndham, an open three is too strong. Rebound Williams.
Another nice pass by Martinelli, making the defense collapse in on him and finding his open teammate.
Cats are getting open looks here. Here's Morgan between the rings. Morgan looks for Worcester. Worcester angles a pass, caught. Morgan right to the lane against Nicholson. Tries to back in. Ball knocked away. He tries to save it. It's stolen by the Cats. Worcester couldn't handle it. Shervino lead pass Mullins. Shot blocked out of bounds by Morgan as Mullins hits the deck.
Boy, Martinelli just lodges the ball and the Cats get off in transition, but KJ Wyndham just couldn't get a shot up in time before the Nebraska defense recovered.
Nicholson, Shervino, and Wyndham all out. Clayton back in. Fitzmaurice back in. Berry back in for the Wildcats. And Clayton will inbound. Gavin Griffiths in for Nebraska, transfer from Rutgers. Bespectacled. And there is an offensive foul call. It was an attempt to set a screen for Martinelli. Fitzmaurice picks up his second on the moving screen.
Yeah, Chris Collins telling Keenan, just get there early, get your feet set, and Nebraska almost turns the ball over.
Nebraska almost 4 minutes without a field goal. Cats are on a 6-0 run here. Here's Williams driving. Drops it off Morgan. Floater in the lane. No good. Rebound. Volleyball around. Grabbed by Fitzmaurice. Clayton. Outlets for Martinelli. Martinelli. Left side of the lane. Left hand. Hook good. And it's 28-11. Timeout for Hoiberg and Nebraska.
Yeah, the Cats really being aggressive, scoring, and taking advantage of the mismatch in Nebraska's players to really not be able to defend individually.
Attention all Northwestern students and Wildcat fans. Pace Bus now offers quick and stress-free rides from Evanston to O'Hare Airport for just $2. Google Pace Bus Pulse Dempster for more information. And when you're out of town and want to keep up with live college sports, download the new Varsity Network app available for both Apple and Android. Listen to college sports live with the Varsity Network app. 8:05 to go first half. Northwestern 28, Nebraska 11. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
We love Wildcats, yes we do. We love Northwestern. How about you?
Ooh, yeah, I love the Wildcats. Prove it. But he doesn't even have a Wildcats debit card.
Don't let this happen to you. Open a Northwestern Wildcats checking account from Wintrust Community Banks and get a $300 bonus with qualifying activities and score an exclusive Wildcats debit card. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern today.
Hey, everyone, I'm getting mine now. Hey, all right.
Wintrust, the official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Only $100 required to open. No minimum monthly balance or maintenance fees. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, with our biggest sale ever. Furnaces from $39 a month. Furnace and air conditioning combos from $59 a month, plus 72 months interest-free financing and up to a $4,000 system rebate. Four Seasons guaranteed to beat any competitor's price by up to $1,000 guaranteed. So call today for your free in-home estimate and same-day installation.
For all the right reasons, call it 664 Seasons.
Lou Manfredini and House Smarts Radio. He has all you need Saturday mornings starting at 6 on WGN.
Wildcat fans, score a basket for your taste buds on game days with Odyssey Brands Greek yogurt and feta cheese made by 4 generations of master cheesemakers and available at your local grocer. 28-11, Northwestern leading Nebraska. Let's find out what else is happening on this Sunday afternoon. Mark Carmen.
The Wolverines, Dave, they continue to impress, winning at Ohio State. Of course, the Cats will see on Thursday night, 86-83. They get it done on the road. Another impressive win for Michigan. Iowa and Maryland coming up. That one will tip off at 4 o'clock. And then a little later this evening, Rutgers and Oregon. Quickly, we've got some local action as well. Drake is leading Bradley 36-35. Missouri State on top of UIC, early going 10-6.
All right, thank you, Mark. Mozinga's purpose is to make a positive impact to the community, which is why they're the proud sponsor of the Together Building Better promotion. For every point the Northwestern men's and women's basketball team scores this season, Mozinga will donate $1 to the NU Dance Marathon. Thank you, Mozinga, for your support in this great cause. Go Cats. Nebraska ball, the Wildcats with Mullins, Fitzmaurice, Clayton, Berry, and Martinelli. And it'll be Bryce Williams to bring it up. Clock will start when he touches. Hasn't touched it yet. It's almost out to midcourt. Guy picks it up. 8 minutes to go first half. Cats up by 17 here. Here is Worcester. Worcester to Morgan, top of the key. Out it goes. Griffiths will try a three, and he got it. Gavin Griffiths, first three-pointer for Nebraska. They were 0 for 6, and he was just 5 for 24 on the season. 28-14 Northwestern.
It looks like he's wearing swimming goggles when he knocked that down, that three down, like he had clear vision.
He's always worn those. Here's Fitzmaurice doubled on the left baseline, heaves it across to Berry, drives on Griffiths, shovels inside. There's Martinelli, missed the shot, got it back, and put it in. Wow. Fitzmaurice went up for the tip and missed, but Martinelli able to get it, and it's 30-14.
And really good ball move by the Cats, moving the ball around the horn, making the defense readjust, getting into the paint, and then making the extra pass.
Left point Worcester to Morgan between the rings. Underhand scoop back to Worcester, played by Clayton. Looks left, there's Gary. Martinelli on him, hands it off to Griffiths. Nick takes him on the switch, and now behind the back dribble, leaves it. Worcester, a wide open three, air ball. Saved in bounds, and then Berry gets hammered down from behind by Gary. And I don't know if he hit his face. Comes up kind of checking for blood. I think he's okay.
Yeah, just hit him in the snout. A little light glove tap.
No foul, Paul.
That breeze
Northwestern ball.
That breeze coming in from the west.
Here's Clayton, brings it to the right wing. Feeds Mullins at the top, hands to Ty. Gets a screen from Fitzmaurice, picked up by Morgan. Back around to the left, Mullins from Clayton. Mullins up top, Berry. Fakes the shot, doesn't take it. Back to Mullins. Low left, Fitzmaurice, they double him. Feeds it to Mullins, 5 to shoot. Berry's got it against Gary. Berry stripped the ball out of bounds, and it's Nebraska ball. Turnover, Northwestern, number 5.
Ty Berry taking the ball to the rack as the shot clock was winding down, but just lost control of it as he was being pressured by Gary.
Cornhuskers bring it up, 30-14 Northwestern. Nebraska shooting 27% here. Here's Griffiths to Bryce Williams against Martinelli. Two of the top 3 scorers in the Big Ten. 1 and 3 there. And Martinelli blocks the shot. Clayton diving for it. Fitzmaurice has it. Saves it to Martinelli. And the Cats into the front court. What a play by Nick Martinelli.
Stayed on his feet for the pump fake.
Against the number 3 scorer of the Big Ten. He blocks the shot. Cats come away with it. Here's Fitzmaurice driving, kicking. Berry to Mullins at the top with 10 to shoot. Right side of the lane, spins, and an offensive foul call.
Fitzmore puts the ball on the floor, starts to go into his Dr. J swoop move, makes the pass out. Cats couldn't convert. Their sixth turnover here in the first half.
And the first foul on Justin Mullins, 30-14 Northwestern. Nebraska's missed 6 of their last 7 shots. The one they made was that 3 by Griffiths. Here's Gary, holds and looks high left. Dumps it to Williams. Now on the right side is Hoiberg. Morgan now right of the circle against Fitzmaurice. Looks around, hands it back to Hoiberg. Hoiberg driving into the paint. Circles back out, feeds it to Morgan. Low on the right with 5 to shoot. Under the basket, goes up, relocates and scores.
Nice move by Captain Morgan. Inside baseline reverse pivot. Gets to the other side of the basket for the score.
Nebraska cuts it to 14, 30-16, 5 minutes to go first half. Here's Martinelli, left baseline from Berry, goes up and gets fouled by Gary of Nebraska.
Nice pass by Ty Berry. And then the pump fake by Nick Martinelli. Martinelli gets Gary up in the air.
So Nick Martinelli go to the free throw line. Nick, 18 consecutive games in double figures. Wow. That is the third longest active streak in the Big Ten. Trey Kaufman-Wren of Purdue is at 25 straight. First one up and no good for Nick, who's got 6 points in the game. Another free throw attempt coming. Fitzmaurice out, Nicholson in.
Fitzmaurice getting a nice hand from the crowd. I tell you, since he's been playing more, Dave, he's really done a nice job of energizing the team off the bench.
Nick makes the second. He'll get a breather now as Angelo Cheravino comes in. Cats are back up 15, 31-16. Nick with 7.
And the Cats just have to finish this half strong and not allow Nebraska to get any momentum going in at halftime.
Bryce Williams up to three-quarters court. A jump pass ahead to Gary in the front court. He'll hand it back to Williams. Now to Gary, swings it left. Hoiberg against Cheravino. Hoiberg lobs it mid-post left to Morgan. Morgan against Nicholson. Bangs into him with the left shoulder. Feeds it underneath. There's Williams. Missed the layup. Tipped by Clayton. Nicholson picks up the rebound and hands to Jordan to bring it up. Good defense under the basket there by the Cats.
Yeah, 3 Cats collapsing in on Williams as he takes the shot.
Here's Clayton to Mullins. Fires right. Berry for 3. Yes! Ty Berry, three-pointer. And Nicholson gets knocked down after the shot.
Yeah, either Captain Morgan tried to throw him into the first row seats.
Ty Berry with his 4th three-pointer here in the first half. That is number 240 in his career. The guys he trails, Craig Moore, Boo Buie, Juice Thompson, and John Chernow. Pretty good company. Now Clayton inbounds it to Nicholson, who angles a pass intended for Berry and stolen by Griffiths. 34-16. Cats are up 18. There's a tip by Mullins and a steal. Berry's got it the other way. Lobbing for Cheravino. Too high, but he saves it to Clayton. Back into Cheravino. And out to a wide-open Berry for 3. It's no good. Up and over.
Boy, he knocks that down, and that might have taken the wind out of the Cornhuskers there. Angelo Cheravino showing his hops and corralling that wild pass by Berry.
They normally throw to Nicholson, not to Cheravino, but Cheravino is still able to get it. We have a timeout, 3:58 to go first half. Northwestern leads Nebraska 34-16. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Attention Northwestern University, looking for the perfect place to stay during your next visit? Welcome to the Gym Museum Suites in downtown Evanston, where history meets modern luxury. Our newly renovated all-suite hotel features spacious accommodations ideal for students, staff, and families alike. Each suite is tastefully designed with modern amenities such as full kitchens, dishwashers, and in-unit washer and dryers to make you feel right at home. Book your unforgettable stay today at www.thegymsuites.com. Discover the hidden treasure in Evanston at the Gym Museum Suites. The Gym Museum Suites, your home away from home.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for the players every game at Welsh Ryan Arena. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup or for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, the official hardwood floor care provider of Northwestern basketball.
For schedules, scores, and all things Northwestern athletics, visit nusports.com. Now back to Wildcat basketball. Here's Dave Emmett.
Floor you have at your home court. Libman has the best tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our product lineup and for a store locator. Northwestern basketball is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. For protection on the road and on the water. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. Northwestern shooting 43%. Ty Berry has 4 of the Wildcats' 5 3-pointers. Nebraska 28% shooting. Cats are up 34-16. This match is their largest lead here in the first half. Talk about Nebraska, Billy, and very sad to report the passing of a good friend of all of ours, Greg Sharp, longtime football radio play-by-play announcer for the Cornhuskers. Got to know Greg over the years. Wonderful guy who fought a really courageous battle with cancer, and he passed away on Friday. His family announced yesterday, so our thoughts and prayers certainly go to everybody associated with the Nebraska athletic program. Greg, just a great guy, and he will be sorely missed by everybody around the Big Ten.
Yeah, and you could tell that with the email, the text thread that we received yesterday. Very sad occasion, but you know, one of the nice things about being on this side of the broadcasting booth, it's a nice fraternity of people that really care about one another. You get to know each other before and after the games, and of course, we've had the golf outing in the last several years, which has enabled all of us to get a little closer, know more about each other away from the broadcast booth.
No doubt. All right, Nebraska brings it up, down 18 here with less than 4 minutes to go to the half. Hoiberg angles right to the front court, spots Griffiths, hands it back to Hoiberg, play by Clayton. Directing traffic, feeds Morgan. Morgan fakes the handoff back to Hoiberg, looks right, looks back to his left, still holding the ball. Now feeds a bounce to Hoiberg and out to Williams for 3. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by who? Yeah, last touched by, there's a foul call.
I believe a foul on Clayton for blocking out, trying to keep Jawan Gary off the glass there from getting the offensive rebound, and called for a little hip action.
And that is the 7th team foul. That will send Gary to the line for a 1-and-1. Gary, a career high 27 against USC, a game the Cornhuskers lost at home 78-73. He's 2 for 2 from the line. A 1-and-1 here. And the free throw is good.
Boy, shoots that knuckleball up there as a free throw. Had a teammate, happened to be the Rookie of the Year, Phil Ford from North Carolina, shot a similar kind of knuckleball shot from the free throw line, but it went in pretty regularly.
Remember Ford well. Gary, 15 in the game here last year against the Cats, and he makes both the free throws.
And he's had 5 games this year of 20 points and over.
8 in his career. And Williams has had 13 this year. 34-18. Here's Nicholson. Looks left, window back in, out to Cheravino. And feeds a bounce in. Cheravino rips it back away from Griffiths. Into the left quarter, Berry runs the baseline, goes up for the shot, missed it. The rebound fought for underneath. Cheravino gets it away from Morgan, and then he throws it out of bounds. Oh, a travel is called.
Wow.
Cheravino working so hard to maintain possession there in the corner.
Yeah.
It'll be Nebraska ball.
Great hustle by Angelo Cheravino. The Cats now with 8 turnovers here in the first half, and I know that's something that they will talk about making a correction in the second half, but yet they still have a 16-point lead on the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
They only averaged 9.6 a game, which is fewest in the Big Ten, 17th fewest in the nation. They've got 8 already. 2:52 to go till halftime. Here is Worcester, left of the lane. Worcester skips it across to Griffiths for 3. Missed it. Rebound Berry. Ty Berry had his career high 26 at Nebraska. Remember that game in 2022?
He was
on
electric.
fire. Here's KJ Wyndham, D'Angelo Sciarvino. 2.5 left first half. Cats by 16. Martinelli, free throw line extended right. He'll take a 3. He missed it. Rebound, Sciarvino. Tipped it. Who's got it? It's Northwestern ball. Last touch by Nebraska. I thought Sciarvino knocked it out.
Yeah, Bryce Williams in the action there. It goes off his fingertips. Great hustle by Angelo Sciarvino.
I think it's been nothing but hustle by him today. And really all these guys, Billy, they're playing hard.
As they always
this game
do.
means a lot. And I'm sure having the alumni in the building is a motivating factor for them.
That's one part of it, definitely. But this team has always played hard. Only a couple games where Chris Collins has been disappointed in their effort.
Here's Martinelli to Wyndham. Now Nicholson skips it to Berry. Right corner 3, no good. It was online, but the rebound caroms to Worcester.
Yeah.
Out to Griffiths. There on the left or the right baseline, Gary throws it away. He lost the handle on it. He was trying to go to Williams in the left corner, and the ball slipped off his hand and out of bounds. It's Northwestern ball.
Yeah, he was a little confused because Braxton Mia was open, and he didn't know who to throw it to. Kind of in the middle of no man's lane.
Final 2 minutes, first half, 34-18 Northwestern. Here's Nicholson. Bouncing for Martinelli, who saves it in the right corner against Gary. Drives past him, feeds it back to Nicholson. Matthew looking, 10 to shoot. Got buried. 3 from the long deuce for the right, no good. Martinelli the rebound and the layup by Nick Martinelli.
And what a rebound, Martinelli, because the ball caromed off the rim so hard it was a dart coming at him.
Now Worcester steps back, feeds it in. Mia goes up and lays it in. First points for Braxton Mia, 36-20, a minute 17 to go to that.
Cats have missed a couple of opportunities to throw some knockout punches here. Hopefully they'll do so in the next 1 minute, 9 seconds.
Here is Berry. Catch and shoot 3 is no good. It was halfway down. And then a foul called as Mia went up for the rebound, fouled by.
And Ty Berry's had 3 shots, rim in and rim out.
Yep.
And those are shots he typically makes, but he's got, and Chris Collins says, hey, Ty, you've got to continue to take those shots.
He's taken 11 threes, Billy, and he's made 4 of them. But it's not like the ones he's missed have been off by much.
He's only missed 1 shot from the right side of the floor across from the Nebraska bench. That was a little bit of an air ball.
All right, a 1-and-1 here for Mia, who is a 44% free throw shooter. Fallon Martinelli was his first. 1-and-1 here. Free throw up, good.
And then he looks over at you, Dave, and says, I'm better than 44%. Big fella,
I tip my cap to him.
Giving you the stare down.
Yeah, if I was wearing a cap, I would tip it.
But I haven't got a hat.
Second free throw by Mia is no good. And then a foul on Gary on the rebound. He fouls Nicholson over the back. And that will send Nicholson to the free throw line at the other end for a 1-and-1. As that's the 7th team foul on Nebraska. The second on Juwan Gary. Remember, Gary missed the game in Lincoln last year, and that was the game Nebraska won against the Wildcats. Then he played the rematch here, and the Cats led wire to wire in that one.
Well, the Cats doing a lot of good things here. Our last stat sheet, Cats 16 points in the paint to 2 for Nebraska. And 10 second chance point, 12 on that last putback by Martinelli.
Nicholson free throw, in and out, rebound Mia.
And Mia just knocks out Bryce Williams.
55 seconds to go. Just about a 33-second differential. Here is Williams. Tries to wrap it around to Mia, and he throws it away. He took it to the right block, tried to feed Mia under the basket, and he threw it into the seats.
And Cat's doing a really good job of playing with Williams physically on the defensive end, forcing them to try to create shots off the dribble.
That's his third turnover. 42 seconds to go. 17-second differential, shot clock to game clock. Martinelli in the paint. Out to Mullins, around to Wyndham for 3. No. Rebound Mia. And Worcester bring it down just a 3-second differential here. Shot clock to game clock. High lob caught by Williams. Left to the circle against Mullins. Now he'll walk it out in front. Nebraska holding for their final shot. Shot clock down to 12. Game clock now down to 10 as Williams goes to work. Picked up by Nicholson. Now Mullins stays on it. Down to 3, down to 2. Shot blocked by Mullins who grabs it. 3 seconds. Ahead to Berry. Berry, 3. Good if it goes. No good. Off the front of the rim. The Wildcats take a 15-point lead to the locker room here at halftime. And after giving up 81 points last time out, they have yielded just 21 here in the first half. 36-21. They lead the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Well, great defense to end the half by Justin Mullins, who at 6'4" blocks the shot of Bryce Williams, and that's one of the areas the Cats want to clean up was on the defensive end after their trip to the Pacific Northwest.
Let's ask assistant coach Brian James about that, about your defense on Bryce Williams here in the first half.
Well, he's got 6 points. We've had trouble all year long stopping the best player at getting their average or way above their average. So we've done a good job thus far. We're contesting his shots without putting him to the free throw line. All right. So we got to be able to continue that when the defense is at the other end. All right. Then that's been a problem for us in second half so far. But we're playing extremely hard, and starters are playing heavy minutes. That's why Ty and Nick got a little fatigued. Shots just didn't go in. We've had some good looks. It could be even larger than what it is right now. But you got to credit the guys for playing so hard and executing at both ends, really.
Talk a little bit about the effort the guys have made with offensive rebounding and getting the 50-50 ball.
We've done a pretty good job of doing both all year long, Billy, especially the offensive rebounding part. And, we got to continue to do that. Our big guys are rebounding the ball. Nick's always been a good offensive rebounder. So, we're just got to continue to scrap. And get those loose balls, like you said. We've gotten about 2 or 3 of those, and just got to continue to push the ball when we can and get a good shot every single time down.
All right, thanks. Good luck.
Thanks, David.
There you go, Brian James. Keep up to date on the Wildcats by downloading the Northwestern app. Receive game day updates and news for all your favorite Northwestern teams. Access your mobile ticketing account and order in venue for the comfort of your seat. Search for the Northwestern Wildcats on the App Store and Google Play Store today. We'll be right back with a halftime show brought to you by the Village of Bedford Park. Bring your business home at the half. Northwestern 36, Nebraska 21. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
At 19 weeks pregnant, I found out my blood was attacking my baby. I'm Ellen, and my team said her only chance at survival was a rare procedure.
Top ranked in Illinois for obstetrics and gynecology by U.S. News and World Report, the team at Northwestern Maternal Fetal Medicine Clinic treats high-risk pregnancies from across Chicagoland. They performed an unprecedented 5 in utero blood transfusions to ensure Ellen and her baby had a compatible blood type.
Today, my baby is healthy and full of life.
Northwestern Medicine, better.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
Okay, guys, it's halftime.
It's Wildcat Basketball Halftime.
We hope you stay with us for our halftime extravaganza.
Presented by Wintrust, Chicago's bank and official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Northwestern Medicine, relentless in the quest for better health care. Athletico, physical therapy partner of Northwestern Athletics. SeatGeek, official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of Northwestern Athletics. And Odyssey Brands Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese, preferred Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese of Northwestern Athletics. Now, here's the voice of the Wildcats, Dave Ennett.
Time now for the Northwestern Basketball Halftime Show presented by the Village of Bedford Park. Bring your business home. Dave Ennett, Billy McKinney from Welsh Ryan Arena. I think you're going to have to go out on the court shortly, aren't you?
I'm not sure if they're having the alumni come out, but I'm hoping if they ask me to come out on the court, it's not to play. That's one of the worst nightmares I have these days, Dave.
Recurring?
Is I'm playing on the court with the current players at my age. That's not a good thing.
You'd be fine, but right now those current players have a 36-21 lead, led by Ty Berry, 13 points, 4 of 12 from beyond the three-point line, and 11 points for Nick Martinelli, his 19th straight double-figure scoring game for the Big Ten's leading scorer, but really impressive number. How about this, Billy? 29-11, the Wildcats have out-rebounded Nebraska with 14 offensive rebounds.
You took my point away, Dave. Very astute observation there. The Cats have been great on the offensive glass. Those hustle points. And, I mean, Nick Martinelli with the offensive rebounds. Matthew Nicholson has 3, and Keenan Fitzmaurice off the bench has 4 of those offensive rebounds. Cats have done everything incredibly well here. The only thing they could have stretched this lead here in the first half with knocking down a couple of more threes that rattle in and out. But other than that, their game plan, as always, has been very solid, and they're getting great execution.
Now, we know one thing. Nebraska does have the potential to come back. Last game, they were down by 11 early in the second half, got it down to 1 or 2 points a couple of times late in the game. And so the Wildcats know that there's going to be a run, and they got to be prepared for it.
Prepared, and they have to continue to come out and play aggressive offensive basketball, assertive, and play to win and not just to keep the lead. Sometimes when teams have big leads, they have the propensity to kind of ease off the gas pedal, start playing cautiously instead of with the assertiveness in which they played to get the lead. So the Cats have to continue to do that and continue to be strong on the defensive end.
36-21, Northwestern leads it here at halftime. The most points the Wildcats have scored in the first half since they beat Maryland back on the 16th of January.
And Dave, what's great about this, they're doing it without 2 of their top scorers in Brooks Barnheiser and Jalen Leach. So some other guys are picking up the slack here and finding their way and getting some confidence, but overall really sharing the ball and playing well as a unit.
Now, would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com and find out how. Your small business keeps you on the go. Progressive Commercial Insurance keeps your policy within reach. With our easy-to-use mobile app, learn more at progressivecommercial.com. Mark Harmon has more of our Village Bedford Park halftime report in a moment. This is Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer.
Allegra is a full-service marketing company providing customized marketing, printing, mailing, and signage solutions to meet your business goals. Allegra offers a wide variety of creative solutions that are tailored to each business's unique challenges, from printing services and custom signs to mailing services and promotional marketing. Call Allegra in Evanston at 847-864-9797 or visit AllegraMarketingPrint.com to learn more.
Experience the best of downtown Evanston when you stay at the Hilton Orrington. The hotel is undergoing extensive renovations from arrival to guest rooms and meeting space, making it easy to tuck in within the endless blue of Lake Michigan and uncover the scholarly liveliness of collegiate life, along with the distinct authenticity of hyper-local shops, eateries, and cultural arts institutions. Select from a variety of seasonal packages as well as the quad accommodations, ideal for Northwestern University graduates. Visit orringtonevanston.hilton.com to learn more.
Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Northwestern University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
36-21, Northwestern on top of Nebraska. Mark Carmen with you at beautiful Welsh Ryan Arena. Before we get to the out-of-town scores, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
Out-of-town scores proudly sponsored by Explore Minnesota. Score a lifetime of memories by planning your dream trip at exploreminnesota.com. All right. Michigan continues to impress as they go to Columbus and they beat the Buckeyes 86-83, closing a little bit early for that, but getting certainly right in the mix there to win the conference. Very impressive season for the Wolverines. Iowa and Maryland coming up a little bit later, about 4 o'clock. That one will tip off. And then 6 o'clock tonight, Rutgers and Oregon. In-state action, good one with Bradley and Drake, and the Braves pull it off, 61-59. Elsewhere, UIC leading Missouri State 35-30. We're going to have time for one question with Billy McKinney. That is next. This is Northwestern Basketball, presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Are aches, pains, or injuries keeping you on the sidelines? At Athletico, our movement experts are here to help you turn your setbacks into comebacks and create a personalized game plan for your recovery. With no prescription or referral needed, Athletico Physical Therapy is where your comeback story begins. Get started today by scheduling a free assessment at athletico.com. Physical therapy partner of Northwestern Athletics.
Now, let's get you back to Wildcat basketball. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Dave coming back in a few. Got one question with Billy McKinney as the Cats up here by 15, 36-21. I got to tell you, the backup big man, the energy, Billy, you can win with that.
Absolutely, because that energy is contagious. And it gets players fired up. I know as a player, that's one of the things that I tried to come out with, especially at the NBA level, with that kind of energy. It picks your teammates up. And on days when maybe they're not feeling it and they see you feeling it, it just gets you involved. And then his effort. I mean, he's been great on the offensive glass. He's scoring the ball.
Keenan Fitzmaurice, who we're talking about, I'm sure everybody knows. 7 minutes and 33 seconds, six rebounds, 4 of them offensive. He's made 2 field goals, and just he's consistent every night, always with the energy. I appreciate it.
And what's great about it, it took him a little while to get in the lineup, but now he is cherishing those minutes, and he's earning those minutes, which is crucial.
No doubt. Second half action coming up. Billy and Dave right there for you. 36-21, Cats on top of Nebraska. This is Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
With the Northwestern Wildcats debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, you're ready for every season. Football, basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball, lacrosse, tennis, fencing, field hockey, wrestling, golf, soccer, cross country, and swimming and diving. Phew. Be purple and proud all year round with your very own Wildcats debit card. Open a Northwestern Wildcats checking account and score a $300 opening bonus with qualifying activities. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to get your Wildcats card today. Wintrust, Chicago's bank. Only $100 required to open. No minimum monthly balance or maintenance fees. Member FDIC.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnicks.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us. We know you're a fan, but is Wildcat pride in your blood? Here's your chance to prove it. This season, Abbott and the Big Ten are kicking off the largest blood donation competition of our lifetime to fight one of the worst blood shortages in a generation. Simply visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up for the We Give blood drive and help settle once and for all that Northwestern gives the most spirit. Again, visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up.
That alarm means it's time to wake up. House Smarts Radio, Saturdays 6 to 10 a.m. on WGN.
Here's how the scoring went in the first half. For the Wildcats, leading scorer Ty Berry, 13 points. Nick Martinelli with 11. 4 points each for Keenan Fitzmaurice and Angelo Sciarvino. 2 points each for Matthew Nicholson and Justin Mullins. The Wildcats shot 37% in the first half, 14 of 38. 29% from 3, 5 of 17, 50% from the line, 3 of 6. They out-rebounded Nebraska 29-11. They had 7 assists, 8 turnovers, 2 blocks, and 4 steals. For Nebraska, leading scorer is Bryce Williams with just 6 points, 5 for Andrew Morgan, 4 for Juwan Gary, 3 each for Braxton Mia and Gavin Griffiths. Nebraska shot 27%, 6 of 22, 1 for 10 from 3, 67%, 8 of 12 from the line. Those are your energizing highlights of the first half, powered by Constellation. To learn more, visit constellation.com/energy. Constellation, preferred energy provider for Northwestern Athletics. Northwestern basketball is brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep Number smart beds let you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Here's Berry, a 3, good to start the second half. That only took 11 seconds, and the Wildcats are back up by 18, matching their largest lead, 39-21. His 5th of the game.
And Dave, I was going to say it's really crucial.
And an offensive foul on Nebraska.
That the Cats come out and start the second half in which they started the first half. They went on a 7-0 run to take the lead, and they've got to keep that pressure on the Nebraska defense.
Cats bring it up. Here's Clayton off a Nicholson screen moving right. Feeds it to Berry. Fires it left for Martinelli. Martinelli already into double figures once again. Bounces back to Berry. Ty jump pass into Martinelli. And he tips in his own miss. And it's a 20-point Northwestern lead. 41-21. Nick Martinelli now with 13.
And the 15th offensive
And the Cats take it away. Mullins. And now his pass is stolen back by Williams. As the Cats wanted to run. Here's Gary, a 3 from the right. Good.
Yeah, unfortunate turn of events there for the Cats. A potential 6-point swing as they came up with the steal, but then turned the ball over.
Yeah, first field goal for Juwan Gary. Here's Clayton to Berry. Return feed for Clayton at the right point. Played there by Worcester, bouncing for Nicholson high post. Looking to a curling Berry down the lane, draws the foul as he went up for the shot.
Nice movement without the ball by Ty Berry, and a great pass by Matthew Nicholson right down the gut. And Ty getting to the free throw line.
Today's game sponsor is Champions for Literacy. Champions for Literacy is a nonprofit that uses the power of sport to impact childhood reading. Join the fight at championsforlit.org. Free throw by Ty is good. 41-24. The lead back up to 42-24. Another one coming. Northwestern Basketball Halftime Show is presented by the Village of Bedford Park. Bring your business home.
Bring it home.
As Ty adds another one. And adds to his total 18 points, 43-24. a 19-point advantage. Here's Gary, drives to the low block, has steal by Martinelli. Cats have numbers. Here's Martinelli, lost the handle on it, and it's taken the other way by Hoiberg. Now Worcester back to Hoiberg. Mullins pestering him. He gets rid of it to Morgan, and now Worcester throws one up over the rim. No good. Morgan, the follow, and the foul is called.
Cats on 2 consecutive possessions with opportunity to score, turn the ball over. Martinelli just losing the handle in the paint as he was going to score or pass off to one of his teammates as the Cats had numbers.
So Morgan at the line where he was 3 for 6 in the first half. The foul on Martinelli, his second. Free throw by Morgan is good.
I like the noise in the background from the student sections. Sound like had a big bird down there in the end zone.
Student section's not full today. Students have done such a great job supporting this team, really the last 3-4 years. But today, number of empty seats. Morgan makes both the free throws. 43-26.
Yeah, the Cats have had a tough spell with these injuries, but it's important for fans to continue to come out and support this team.
There's Clayton finding Barry, fires Martinelli, left baseline drive, hooks the skip pass to Clayton, angles it back to Barry, drives on Williams, feeds it underneath. There's Nicholson, left-hand layup missed. Rebounded by Worcester. Here comes Nebraska. Opening 3-minute second half. Morgan baseline drive, and he throws it. And now to Williams for 3, good and 1.
And
fouled by Clayton.
And that's what the Cats are trying to avoid with Bryce Williams, allowing him to get going from behind the 3-point arc. And Jordan Clayton really just stood his ground and challenged the shot, but the referee called a little body contact and now an opportunity for a 4-point play.
Bryce Williams, 4th in the Big Ten in free throw attempts, and he's a 90% shooter. 3rd in the conference. Free throw good. A 4-point play. So each team's had one.
And now a 13-point lead for the Cats. And we always talk about that danger zone number when your team trying to get back in the game, get into that 12 or 13-point range, and a couple of threes can make a difference.
Here's Clayton looking for Barry. 3 in the air. Good! Ty Barry, number 6. And the Wildcats back up 16, 46-30.
And Ty Berry just walking in rhythm, knocking down that 3-point shot.
And now falling down is Clayton. Driving it is Hoiberg. Back to Worcester. Heaves it back out. 3 by Hoiberg, no good. Rebound Worcester again. Shovels back to Hoiberg. Drops it off right baseline. There's Morgan. Reverse layup good.
Now Morgan's been getting some work done under the basket going toward the baseline. Andrew Morgan.
46-32. The Northwestern lead is 14 points. 16:28 to go second half. Here's Martinelli. We bring some help against him. Now Clayton gets it from Barry. Back to Ty. Around to Martinelli. 10 to shoot. Nick driving. Goes up for the shot. Scores. I'm not sure he could even see the rim there. Had a hand in his face, but he found it. It's 48-32, and Nick Martinelli's got 15. Now Worcester turns the corner, cut off on the baseline by Nicholson, tries again. His shot high off the rim, no good. Tipped up by Morgan, no, the rebound Nicholson.
And credit Justin Mullins for blocking out and allowing Nicholson to get inside to get the defensive rebound.
Clayton driving right, pull-up jumper, no, and rebounded by Morgan. Jordan scoreless in the game, only taking 2 shots. Now here's Sejan, lost the handle on it, stolen by Nicholson, lead pass, Barry ahead of the back, and he throws it down.
And there's the Cats defense picking up when they needed it most. Nicholson with the steal, the lead pass to Barry for the flush.
Timeout Nebraska, 15:31 to go. The Wildcats go back up by 18 as they hit the big 5-0, 50-32. Chicagoland for premium apparel and promotional products. Look no further than IAS Branding. proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, the industry standard in corporate, athletic, and event merchandise. IAS Branding is your one-stop solution to bring your brand to life. Visit IASbranding.com to learn more. 50-32, Northwestern leads Nebraska. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Looking for a fast break out of traffic? Hop on board Metra and say goodbye to gridlock. With our 95% on time rate, Metra gets you where you're going fast. Metra Fast. Plus, we have fares and passes for every kind of rider. So whether you're heading to work, home, or even to cheer on your favorite team, we're your number one choice for getting there quickly, comfortably, and safely. Drive less. Do more with Metra, a proud sponsor of Northwestern men's basketball.
Hey, Wildcat fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Northwestern football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Northwestern Wildcats. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Stay local. Get Chicago's news first with Lisa Dent. Weekdays at 2 on WGN.
The new Northwestern gear. Shop at the official team store of Northwestern Athletics. Game Day Spirit at their location on Central Street in Evanston or online 24/7 at shop.nusports.com. Minnesota's a shopping paradise from charming European-inspired winter markets to the world-famous Mall of America. And there is no sales tax on clothing. Get seasonal trip ideas with our free travel newsletters at exploreminnesota.com/newsletters. We'll be in Minnesota next week. Week from Thursday, the Wildcats will play up at the Barn, Williams Arena. They're only meeting a year with the Golden Gophers. That's after a trip this week. I'm sorry, that's next Tuesday. A week from Tuesday, they play Thursday night this week at Ohio State. And that's an early game, too. 5:30 tip-off at Value City Arena as the Cats take on the Ohio State Buckeyes. 5:30 Thursday night. Cats playing the next two on the road, which will give them 4 out of 5 on the road. Then they'll play their last two home games, Iowa and UCLA.
Well, and it'll be important for the Cats to finish this game strong, up 18 with 15:31 to play and starting off good here in the second half. And then not looking ahead to the Ohio State game, but looking to capture their first win on the road, which, will help as they continue to fight for life in a spot in the Big Ten tournament.
Cats are shooting 63% here in the second half. Tide Berries off to a potentially career high start here as Morgan drives in, doubled on the baseline, and he threw it away. Mullins couldn't contain it. It goes back to Hoiberg, drives in, hooks it out to Sejan for three. Good. Connor Sejan with his first three-pointer. He had missed his first three today. He'd missed his last 9 over a 2-game span, and it's 50-35.
How many times have we seen this game where the Cats have come up with a steal and just couldn't hold on to the ball?
Wyndham at the top. Shot clock down to 12. Hands it off to Mullins. Mullins drives on a siege and goes up with the shot. It's blocked out of bounds by Morgan.
Andrew Morgan kind of looks at Justin Mullins and said, don't bring the Kool-Aid in here. Come in here with the Captain Morgan, the strong stuff.
Wildcat fans, score a basket of your taste buds on game days with Odyssey Brands Greek yogurt and feta cheese made by 4 generations of master cheesemakers and available at your local grocer. 50-35 Northwestern, 14:39 to go. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Bud Light was brewed to be a delicious and easy-to-drink beer, even when the little things in life are hard, like when the game is going into overtime, but you have even more time to enjoy it, and a fresh Bud Light. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local retailer today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
With Black History Month upon us, Jewel Osco is proud of its longtime commitment to Black-owned businesses that have been built by the best and brightest in the community. For 26 years, Jewel Osco has celebrated Black History Month with events that help boost awareness for African-American vendors. Not just in February, but every day, you can count on Jewel Osco to provide a wide range of top-notch products from enterprising entrepreneurs. Learn more and get inspired. Visit @jewelosco.com/Black History.
When John Williams talks, people listen. Weekdays 10 to 2 on WGN Radio.
14:39 to go. There'll be 8 seconds on the shot clock here for the Wildcats when they put the ball in play. Your small business keeps you on the go. Progressive Commercial Insurance keeps your policy within reach with our easy-to-use mobile app. Learn more at progressivecommercial.com. Wildcats led 7-0, 9-1, 26-11. They led 36-21 at halftime, and they have a 15-point lead right now after they did bump that lead up. But the Nebraska Cornhuskers hit a couple threes here since halftime. Ty Berry added again today, 6 3-pointers. If you remember, he hit 7 against Indiana earlier this year, 7 of 10 in that game. That was his career high. He has hit 5 a couple of times this year, had 6 last year in that overtime loss at Purdue. That was his previous career high in 3-pointers made. His career high for points was set against Nebraska, as we mentioned, 3 years ago. His season high this year, well, he's at it right now again. For the 4th time, he's at 23 points. Fitzmaurice in for the Wildcats. Go ahead, Billy.
I was going to say, just showing that he has totally recovered from that injury and feeling confident in his ability to move and take shots.
All right, Mullins will inbound into Mullins, 7-6. Justin Mullins to Berry, 3-ball for his 7th. It's no good, and the rebound of Sejan. And here comes Nebraska down 15, 14-28 to go.
If you're the Cats here, you're thinking you want to get a stop here and not allow Nebraska to score.
Mia in for Morgan for the Cornhuskers. Now here's Hoiberg. Left baseline drive, drops it to Mia. He goes up, missed the dunk over Fitzmaurice. The rebound, Martinelli.
Nice challenge by Fitzmaurice because Mia looked like he was going to throw that down and posterize the big fella.
Here's Martinelli. Dribbles in the right corner, gets it off to Mullins. And a foul called on the Cornhuskers. I don't know if Mullins was shooting or trying to drop it off to Fitzmaurice on the low block.
They called it a pass. It looked like he was trying to shoot from this vantage point. But Mia comes over and commits the foul.
Right, Wyndham will inbound. To Fitzmaurice, hands it back to Wyndham. Jumbles to Berry, jump pass back to Wyndham. They closed out on him. I don't know if he was going to shoot or just fake. Now Fitzmaurice to Mullins, shovels to Wyndham, drives on Hoiberg, runner up, back rim, off, no good, and the rebound to Sejan, outlets for Williams. Williams into the front court, met by Martinelli, drops it off to a Sejan, can't get a shot up, into the corner, Hoiberg, Berry creeps to his right, and a foul called on Wyndham.
Yeah, Wyndham, one of the things he's going to continue to learn as he gets experience is playing defense, the angles on defense. That time he's forcing the player to go left, giving him a rather clear access to the basket.
Cheravino in for Mullins. By the way, the previous foul was on Hoiberg, his 3rd. And here's Gary off the inbounds. A 3 is good. Nebraska heating up, and it's 50-38. The lead down to 12. 13-17 to go. Gary's got 10 points. That's,
in the danger zone.
Oh, well within it at 12. There is Wyndham driving right. Got to keep scoring. Wyndham feeds it out to Berry. Shot clock at 12. And Nebraska cranking things up defensively. Here's Martinelli spinning in the lane. Jumper up, no good. Rebound, Williams. And Williams will bring it up for the Cornhuskers. 12:46 to go. Gets it back from Mia, and there's a collision there and a foul called on Angelo Cheravino.
And it looked like the Cats were going to come up with a steal and an easy basket. And one of the things offensively, you've got Hoiberg defending Martinelli. The Cats have to find a way to exploit him in that mismatch.
First foul on Angelo Cheravino. And Williams inbounds to Curling Asijan. Drives under the basket, forces one up, and lays it in. He was surrounded, and the lead's down to 10 here with 12:37 to go. Asijan with 5 since halftime. And Chris Collins wants a timeout. Too close for comfort here with 12:31 remaining. Nebraska very much back in it. Attention all Northwestern students, Wildcat fans. Pace Bus now offers quick and stress-free rides from Evanston to O'Hare Airport for just $2. Google Pace Bus Pulse Dempster for more information. Well, the Wildcats have seen an 8-0 run here by Nebraska. Ty Berry, meantime, with 15 three-point attempts. That is tied for second most in Wildcat history. And there's Boo Booey up on the video board. So Boo's up behind us. Why doesn't he come down and chat with us? It's okay. Let him enjoy his day, right?
Yep.
I think he's having a good time back here. But with the 15 three-point attempts, Berry tied with Trey Demps and Craig Moore, second most in Wildcat history. Craig holds the record, 18 attempts at Iowa in 2009. The Cats put the ball in play, up by 10. Cheravino to Wyndham on the right against Hoiberg. Now to Nicholson, who's checked out. Matthew hands it off to Wyndham. High on the right side, shot clock down to 10. Wyndham driving under the basket. Kicks to the corner. Martinelli with 6, with 5. Nick into the paint, leans in, fired a jumper, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Asijan.
Yeah, Cats missing some golden opportunities. Now is when they have to not play afraid on the offensive end. Don't play tentatively.
There's Cheravino staying with Bryce Williams here. Shot clock down to 12. Williams to Gary. Baseline drive, goes up for the shot, scores, and a foul.
Wow, the momentum swinging in the direction of the Cornhuskers right now, and the Cats have to keep their composure and start making shots.
The lead, once a hefty 20 points, is down to 8 with the and 1 to come. When we come back, 11:47 to go. Ozinka's purpose, make a positive impact in the community, which is why they're the proud sponsor of the Together Building Better promotion. For every point the Northwestern men's and women's basketball team scores this season, Ozinka will donate $1 to the NU Dance Marathon. Thank you, Ozinka, for your support in this great cause. Northwestern 50, Nebraska 42, 11:47 left. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
We love Wildcats, yes we do. We love Northwestern. How about you?
Oh yeah, I love the Wildcats. Prove it. But he doesn't even have a Wildcats debit card.
Don't let this happen to you. Open a Northwestern Wildcats checking account from Wintrust Community Banks and get a $300 bonus with qualifying activities and score an exclusive Wildcats debit card. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern today.
Hey everyone, I'm getting mine now. All right.
Wintrust, the official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Only $100 required to open. No minimum monthly balance or maintenance fees. Member FDIC.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnicks.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us.
Get up-to-the-minute Chicago news weekdays at 2 on The Lisa Dent Show on WGN.
more comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM Big Ten Radio, channel 372, in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along with the Sirius XM app. Listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com. You got it, Billy McKinney from Welsh Ryan Arena. The crowd's got kind of quiet here. The Nebraska Cornhuskers on a 10-0 run. It's got a 50-32 Northwestern lead down to 50-42. And Juwan Gary has a free throw coming after the foul on Ty Berry. That kind of a wild, not a circus shot exactly, but a tough shot on the baseline that went in. And suddenly, Nebraska has fought their way back into this game. And Cats need to regain that effort, Billy, that we saw early in this one.
And Dave, you mentioned that Nebraska has the ability to come back. They came back from 11 down in their last ball game. And right now, someone other than Martinelli and Ty Berry has to do something offensively. Those guys have 38 of the 50 points here. Someone else is going to have to contribute and take the pressure off of Martinelli and Ty Berry.
Juwan Gary will have the and one. He's 4 for 4 from the line. Trying to extend this 10-0 run for the Cornhuskers and cut it to 7 with 11:47 to go. Free throw up and good.
Now is the time when you have to play with confidence. When that lead is dwindling, you can't be afraid to be aggressive.
Clayton in there, Nicholson, Cherubino, Martinelli, and Berry. Clayton looks for Nicholson. Mia guarding him. Hand off back to Clayton. Mia back in there. Here's Clayton. Shot clock at 6. Jordan probing. Now he drives left to the lane. Spins. Tough shot in the paint. No good. Rebound at CJ. And Nebraska's getting every rebound now. Badly out-rebounded the first half.
And they are forcing other players to take shots other than Martinelli.
There's Bryce Williams with the ball. Williams driving, shovels underneath. Mia lost the handle on it, and Martinelli comes up with it. Good defense there by Nicholson. Ahead to Martinelli. Shovels Cherubino. Runs the baseline. Scoops it up. Banks it in with the left hand. What a move by Cherubino. That ends an 11-0 run. 52-43. Now a siege in a 3. Good.
Well, you got to hustle back, too.
52-46.
I had one of my teammates, Bill Robinson, played at DePaul would always say, when you score, it's not like football. You don't go off the floor. You got to play defense now.
That's right. Not going to go kick the extra point. There's Clayton to Nicholson. And off Ty Berry. Goes back to Matthew. Miss from close in. The rebound. Martinelli in the putback from the weak side. 54-46.
Man, he is so good at being what a nose for the ball he has around the glass.
Martinelli, the 7th best offensive rebounder in the Big Ten. And the Wildcats' best. There's a Sejan. Wants to go in. Berry denying it. Gives it to Williams. High left, right in front of Fred Hoiberg. Shot clock at 8. Here's Williams against Clayton. Jumper from the left. Banks it in.
Wintrust is open on Sundays. It's not supposed to be for the Nebraska Huskers. Yes.
Bryce Williams with his second field goal this half. 54-48. Back to a 6-point game. 9.5 remaining. Here's Clayton. Looks for Martinelli. 3-point land right side against the Siege. Now starts towards the baseline. Hooks it underneath there. Cherubino. His shot was blocked. And the rebound grabbed by Mia. And then a foul on Cherubino.
Yeah,
he was trying to get it back from Mia.
And right now, while the Cats their offense was free-flowing in the first half, now they have started to play tentatively on the offensive end. And then when you start to play that way on the offensive end, it's not good.
So Nebraska has hit their last 5 shots, 54-48. Asijan's got it, and he's been hot. He's got it against Clayton, and now Mia in the high post to Hoiberg. Hoiberg met by Martinelli, gives it back. Bryce Williams, 3, no good. Rebound Martinelli. They could use a little more of that.
Yeah, and a little offense right now.
Yep, 8:44 to go. 54-48, the Wildcat lead. Here's Clayton. Looks for Cheravino on the right. Back to Jordan, looks left. There's Mullins. And now they throw it away. Mullins threw it right past Martinelli and into the Wildcat bench. Just a miscalculation. And it's a bad time for a turnover.
Well, the responsibility is always on the passer in those situations. Don't be afraid to handle the ball.
Hoiberg into the front court. Nebraska down 6. Hoiberg driving, turns the corner, feeds it to the corner. Worcester, a 3, no good. And a rebound. Gary in the corner. And he got out of trouble, drops it off. But the shot no good by Asijan. Might have been blocked. And the rebound taken the other way. Cheravino trying to get it inside to Martinelli's entry pass. Deflected and stolen by Mia. Another turnover. Here comes Gary all the way in. His shot off the rim. Rebound Cheravino. Clayton will walk it up. 7:46 to go. A 6-point Northwestern lead. 54-48. Clayton left point. Played by Hoiberg. Moving right. Clayton now looks for Mullins at the top with 8 to shoot. 7.5 remaining. Mullins to Nicholson left of the circle. 3 to shoot. Nicholson goes up, laid it up, no good. Tipped up, no. Tipped back up by Cheravino, no. And the rebound, Worcester comes out of there. Numbers for Nebraska. The driving in, Gary runs into Nicholson, and a foul is called with 7:14 to go.
And when you start having players tentative to shoot the ball and be aggressive offensively, you don't give the ball to Matthew Nicholson out on the floor with the shot clock winding down.
Northwestern basketball is brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep Number smart beds let you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. It's Northwestern 54, Nebraska 48. 7:14 to go. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Our patient Mike had blood clots deep in his lungs that were putting his heart under major duress. Using a minimally invasive procedure pioneered by our team, we were able to clear them.
Top ranked in Illinois for heart and vascular by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Memorial Hospital used tiny balloons to widen the vessels in his lungs. The first in Illinois to master this breakthrough method.
As Mike's nurse, I'm proud to have helped him breathe freely again.
Northwestern Medicine. Better.
It's the biggest savings event of the year. Menards' 11% rebate sale is here. Save big money on everything you need for any project. We've got something for everyone. Homeowners, contractors, DIYers, the kids, and even grandma. Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
11% mail-in rebate is a merchandise credit check. Good on future in-store purchases. See menards.com for details.
Bob Surratt gets you going weekday mornings at 6 on WGN Radio.
7:14 to go. Northwestern 54, Nebraska 48. Let's find out what else is happening from Mark Carmen.
All right, Dave, we have a winner for Michigan on the road as they get it done, beating Ohio State 86-83. As the Wolverines winning once again on the road impressively today. Coming up at 4 o'clock today, it's Iowa and Maryland, and then Rutgers and Oregon a little bit after that. That one will tip at 6 tonight.
Nebraska's outscored the Wildcats 27-18 since halftime. The Wildcats shooting 33% in the second half. Remember, they got off to a hot start, but they've missed their last 4 shots. Nebraska, meantime, 27% shooting in the first half, 53% here in the second half. They went 1 for 10 from 3 before halftime. They're 5 for 8 here. And the lead, once 20 points, has dwindled down to a mere 6. And remember, there was a foul called on Matthew Nicholson prior to this stoppage. So a chance here for Nebraska to get within 4. Again, the other night against Maryland, they were down by, 11 points. And 3 times they got it down to 2 in the last 2 minutes, but couldn't get over the hump. Ended up losing that game 83-75. Gary at the line where he's perfect, 5 for 5. First one up, good. It's another thing in this game. Nebraska 13 for 17 from the line. The Wildcats have only made 5 free throws. Only been to the line 8 times. And the second one by Gary is good. And it's a 4-point game. 54-50, 7:14 to go. And boy, that Nebraska bench is alive.
And rightfully so.
Clayton takes it to the right wing, and there is a foul inside as Martinelli knocked down by Gary.
Boy, Gary looked like he was trying to take his arm off as
Martinelli limping a little bit as he gets up. That's just the 4th Nebraska foul. There are 7 on the Cats.
And right now, Coach Collins, I can imagine during the huddle is trying to find a combination that's going to compete for these last 7 minutes and 5 seconds.
Clayton inbounds. Mullins hands it on the top. Feeds it in. Martinelli, a little floater from left hand, no good. Got it back, put it back up, and rolls out again. Out of bounds to Nebraska.
Yeah, Buzzer's luck right now for Nick Martinelli. Gets the offensive rebound, and it just dances out.
He doesn't miss those very often. Nicholson comes out. It's Morris in. So Matt will get a breather, and now Nebraska could cut it to 2 or cut it to 1 with a 3. Here's Worcester. Bring the ball down, chased by Clayton. Sends it to Williams. Williams down the lane. Runner up off the glass. Good. It's a 2-point game, 54-52.
And Williams just coming to life. A strong dribble drive move to his right. High arcing shot off the glass.
Now Clayton to the right wing. Clayton driving. Tried to feed it weak side for Fitzmaurice, who's stolen by Gary.
Tough pass to make inside in traffic.
Nebraska can tie it here. Sejan drives on Martinelli, cut off on the baseline, double team there, tries to step through, feeds it to Worcester. Williams now to Gary. Gary with 8 to shoot, runner in the lane, good, and we are tied with 6:04 to go.
Yeah, turnovers leading the points, and Jordan Clayton this afternoon not playing assertive basketball on the offensive end.
A 20-point lead is gone, and we're back to even here in Evanston with 5:56 remaining. 54-54. Nebraska's latest run, 8-0, a 22-4 run, and we will pause. It is Northwestern 54, Nebraska 54. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
From sledding in town to trying something new, we're going ice climbing! Minnesota winters offer endless outdoor adventures. Discover what makes Minnesota the star of the North at exploreminnesota.com.
A sustainable future starts now. And at Constellation, we've already begun. We're generating nearly 90% carbon-free power, including emission-free and reliable nuclear energy that's always on. And we're committed to producing 100% carbon-free electricity by 2040. Together, we're creating a brighter tomorrow today. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
This winter, come see what being ranked the #1 state in public art spending looks like. Experience world-class performances and legendary venues. Learn more at exploreminnesota.com.
For scheduled scores and all things Northwestern athletics, visit nusports.com. Now back to Wildcat basketball. Here's Dave Emmett.
The Lippman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Lippman has the best tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes, family made in the USA. Visit Lippman.com to see our product lineup and for a store locator. 54 all. 5:56 to go. Cats inbound the ball. Fitzmaurice hands it back to KJ Wyndham. Wyndham to Ty Berry, right point. Back to Wyndham. High game. Cats look to retake the lead. There's Wyndham to Mullins. Fires to Martinelli. Nick into the paint. Spins to his left. Little floater. Good with the left hand. And the Cats are back in front. 56-54. Let's let Nick do it.
Yeah, and he will. He'll take up the challenge, but he's going to need some help down the stretch here on both ends of the floor.
Now Worcester stumbling a bit behind the back dribble. Feeds Mia. Hands to Williams with Mullins on him with 15 to shoot. 5:18 for regulation. There's Williams going underneath. Mia dunks it. Fitzmaurice fell down, and Mia caught the pass from Williams, dunks it home. It's 56 all.
Well, it's going to be a dogfight here the next 5 minutes for the Cats.
Never easy, is it? There's Wyndham to the right wing. Played there by Williams. Runner on the baseline, in and out. Rebound, Williams, and Nebraska can take its first lead of the game with 4:47 to go. Bryce Williams into the front court. Boy, a hard screen set by Worcester on Mullins, and there was a foul on KJ Wyndham. Will send Bryce Williams to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Again, KJ Wyndham, one of the things that he's going to have to learn defensively. Bryce Williams likes to be a strong right-handed driver.
It's Morris out and Nicholson back in. Remember Coach James telling us at halftime they've had trouble defensively on this end when they're away from the bench, Billy, in the second half of games. So here's Williams, a 1-and-1. To put Nebraska in front. Missed it. Rebound Nicholson.
Cats dodging the bullet. I can't even say justice on that one.
Don't have it in you. Wyndham brings it up. A little bump against Williams. Off to Mullins. Head off Berry, circling right. Chased by a Sejan. Back to Wyndham. Cats keep it on the perimeter. And now Mullins driving in. Scoops it up and scores. Justin Mullins puts the Cats in front, 58-56.
Nice move by Mullins. Going to his left and finishing on the right side of the basket.
Now Williams lost the handle on it, out of bounds to the Wildcats. On the dribble, Bryce Williams lost it out of bounds.
A good break for the Cats here on the miscue by Williams. And now the Cats have to come down and score and continue to build on this momentum because Nebraska is not going away.
Turnovers even now at 13. Cats up 2, 3:55 left. Wyndham to Nicholson. Looks to go into Martinelli instead. Out to Wyndham. There's a whistle, and there was a foul inside. I think Martinelli was getting held.
Yeah,
or no, was it Martinelli?
Worcester. Yeah, playing a little mixed martial arts on Ty Berry to prevent him from getting the ball.
We'll take the under 4 timeout here. 3:50 to go. It's Northwestern 58, Nebraska 56. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer.
Bud Light was brewed to be a delicious and easy-to-drink beer, even when the little things in life are hard, like when the game is going into overtime, but you have even more time to enjoy it, and a fresh Bud Light. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local retailer today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer.
Wake up and listen to John Williams, weekdays 10 to 2 on WGN Radio.
At Heading to Welsh Ride Arena to catch all the action. Metra gets you to the game fast. Metra Fast. Skip the stress of parking and hop on board for a fast break from traffic. Metra, a proud partner of Northwestern men's basketball. 58-56 Northwestern. 3:50 to go. Wildcats ball. 8 fouls on Northwestern, 5 on the Cornhuskers. Cats have 1 timeout left. Nebraska has 2. This is one of those, Billy, that you have to try to gut out sometime. You let a 20-point lead get away, but you have never trailed in this game. And the Cats have been tough in these games, late game situations.
And they have been with their full lineup. And now that they have this truncated lineup, these guys are going to have to they have to find a way to win games like this. This is what experience is all about, being put in these tough situations and being able to respond. And, the thing about it in games like this, just compete as hard as you can. And you never want to leave effort on the floor. And whenever you play tentatively, again, I said this at the half, the Cats come out and they play tentative on the offensive end and on the defensive end. Nebraska's going to make this comeback. And that's what's happened. And for this next 3 minutes and 50 seconds, they've got to gut out and play like they've played in the first half.
Possession arrow, by the way, is with Nebraska. And again, 8 fouls on the Cats, 5 on the Cornhuskers. Mullins will throw it in. 3:50 to go. Cats by 2. Into Martinelli. Martinelli puts it on the deck, drives on Gary. Little floater with the left hand, no good. Tipped up by Nicholson, no. Martinelli trying to save it. He saves it, but it's taken up by Asija. He was falling out of bounds.
Yeah, Nicholson was running down court, and if he'd have stayed in place, he would have been able to pick up the ball and potentially score.
All right, and here's Worcester against Barry. Lobbing to the basket, a dunk by Mia and a foul call.
And a breakdown on the Wildcats pick and roll defense there. And this ball game is all tied up, and Mia has a chance to give the Cornhuskers the lead.
4th foul on KJ Wyndham. And Mia at the free throw line for the and 1. Again, 44% free throw shooter on the season. 1 for 2 today. He got it, and Nebraska leads for the first time today with 3:26 to go, 59-58.
And now we're going to see who has the heart to finish this ball game for the Cats.
A.J. Wyndham into the front court. Wyndham protecting the ball. Drives left, leaves it for Martinelli at the top. Now out to Mullins. Mullins feeds it back to Nick. Right baseline. Jumper. Good! I don't know if he was trying to lob to Nicholson or not, because Matt went up for the ball, but it went through, and the Cats are back in front, 60-59, 3 minutes to go.
Those were reminiscent of his game winners for the Cats.
Yep. And now an offensive foul call.
Well, a big break for the Cats, and now they have to capitalize. A 1-point lead there. KJ Wyndham getting picked off by Mia. A hard screen, very athletic big man that has a lot of growing to do.
First foul on Mia. Chris Collins talking to the officials. And Kelly Pfeiffer comes in. I'm not sure what. They're going to go to the monitor? Yeah. So, meantime, the Wildcats have the ball in a 1-point lead with 2:53 remaining. A lot of turnovers both ways in this game. 14 aside. Nick Martinelli, 21 points today. Nick with his 13th 20-point game of the season. And starting the day, Billy, the top scorers in the Big Ten, Nick Martinelli, 19.7. Trey Kaufman-Renn, 19.4. Bryce Williams, 19.4. He's got 14. Dawson Garcia of Minnesota, 19.2. John Tange of Wisconsin, 19.2. Ace Bailey of Rutgers, 19.1. And just for good measure, his fellow Scarlet Knights freshman Dylan Harper, 18.8. Yeah, they're looking, I think, at possible flagrant foul as Matt Nicholson took a shot.
Got nailed by an elbow from Mia.
Yeah.
And the fans don't like the call as we're looking at it on the big screen here. And Mia looked like he was just trying to extricate himself to be able to get up to the top of the key and set a screen.
Northwestern 60, Nebraska 59, 2:53 on the clock. We know it's Northwestern ball.
The question is, will there be any foul shots involved as a result of the potentially flagrant foul? You know, David, looking at this ball game and Nick Martinelli's efforts, just brilliant. You know, he pushed the team on his back, much like Brooks Barnheiser did early in the season. Ty Berry with 23 points. But again, you've got to have those other players step up. KJ Wyndham, for example, 16 minutes of play and he hasn't scored, and he has 20 points on the road. And those are the kind of plays and players that have to absolutely be consistent down the stretch here for the Cats if they have an opportunity as they look to salvage their season.
Well, it looks like no flagrant foul call. It will be Wildcat ball, 2:53 to go. Northwestern by 1.
A lot of drama here at Welsh Ryan this afternoon.
Always is. All right, into the front court, KJ Wyndham drives left, off to Nick Martinelli, who put the Cats ahead a moment ago. Jab step, drives home Williams, spins to his left, jumper up, in and out. Rebound Williams. Nebraska ball, 2:37 to go.
And Nick will be upset with himself for not making that shot, but he's made so many big shots for this team throughout the course of this season in his career.
Williams pounds the dribble, moves left now. Starts down the lane, puts up a fadeaway on the right baseline. No good. Rebound ripped down by KJ Wyndham. Good strong rebound. 2:14 to go.
Yeah, and a nice job by Matthew Nicholson of blocking out Braxton Mia, allowing KJ Wyndham to corral the rebound.
Here's Wyndham, started right, pulls it back out. He's got Gary on him. Gary gives him some room inside of 2 minutes now. 8 to shoot. Wyndham turns the corner, lobs one up for Nicholson, missed the tip, and coming out of there is Hoiberg with it for Nebraska. Cornhuskers can take the lead here. Cats need another stop. Can they get one? 1:44 to go. Bryce Williams against Justin Mullins. Starts his dribble. Mia comes up to set a screen. Mullins stays with him. Gets inside, missed a layup. Foul called under the basket.
And that might be it for KJ Wyndham.
Yes, it was. Fifth foul on Wyndham.
And the last play, one of the things he's going to learn as he continues to play this game, the little floater pass. He has a 8-foot pull-up jump shot, and he's trying to make a pass in a congested area. Take what the defense gives you. That's part of offensive and defensive recognition by a player.
1:33 to go. Northwestern 60, Nebraska 59. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. It's Northwestern Wildcat basketball.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
Jordan Clayton back in, and Bryce Williams will be at the free throw line. 2 shots. That, by the way, the 10th team foul. So a chance to put Nebraska in front with 1:33 to go here for Williams.
And Bryce Williams, an excellent free throw shooter, really got his offensive game going here in the second half.
First one's good. We're tied, 60-60. And another one here for Williams. And Nebraska's in front, 61-60. 1:33 remaining. Clayton brings it up for the Cats. We're led by 20 early in the second half. Jordan Clayton gets it back to Nick Martinelli. Now looks for a curling Berry in the lane, bobbles the ball, lost it. It's up for grabs. And Nebraska timeout as Worcester gathered it in and gained possession.
And the worst time to make a turnover. Ty Berry going into the paint, surrounded by Huskers, just kicks the ball off his ankle.
So Nebraska takes time. They have one timeout remaining, as do the Wildcats. It's a 1-point Nebraska lead, 61-60. Long way to go in this one still.
And Dave, so much of this as I'm watching the Wildcats offense struggle is defensive recognition. If you're driving into the paint, there are three jerseys. There's something it tells you there's a mid-range pull-up jump shot. Something's not there. And you've got to recognize that as a scorer and as a basketball player that has a high basketball IQ.
And a minute 17 to go. 61-60 Nebraska. Worcester will throw it in for the Cornhuskers. Bryce Williams brings it up. They've also got Sejan out there. Mia. Williams moves left, played by Justin Mullins. We're down to a minute. Shot clock down to 10. Williams behind the three-point line. Williams feeds it underneath. There's Worcester, drops it to Mia, and he lays it in. And it's a three-point game, 51 seconds to go, 63-60. Clayton, there's a 21-second differential. Shot clock to game clock. Clayton to Martinelli. Driving on Williams. Leans in, put it up, missed it, and it's tipped in by Nicholson. 63-62, 32 seconds to go. 4-second differential, shot clock to game clock.
Cats need to stop here really desperately.
Bryce Williams, right point. 20 seconds left, and Martinelli comes up and fouls Williams. 63-62 Nebraska, 19.4 on the clock. And Williams right back at the free throw line for two shots. But even if he makes them both, it's still a
one possession ball game. Cats will, should that happen, and we'll need a three to send it into overtime.
Right. Williams 3 for 4 from the line. First one up, good. This is the largest, largest lead for Nebraska was 3 points. Right now it's 2. This would match the largest lead if he makes the second. DeJuan Gary back in for the Cornhuskers. Second one up, good. 65-62, 19 seconds to go.
Well, it's going to be Martinelli or Berry that has to come through with the big play here.
There's Martinelli driving all the way to the basket. Put it up, banks it in with 13.1. Timeout Northwestern. 1 point game, 65-64.
Yeah, Martinelli right now playing with a lot of spark as he always does. Not afraid to take on the challenges. And that's what you have to have in these close ball games. And again, he needs someone else to step up here and come along with him to help this team avoid an embarrassing loss after you've lost a 20-point lead in which you are firmly in control of the game.
Well, they sure seem to be, and Nebraska, give them credit. Here in the second half, they put up 44 points on the Wildcats, outscored them 44-28. The Cats were embarrassing them in the first half. And yeah, but it kind of felt early in the second half. The Wildcats came out, made a couple shots. They might be able to really pull away. They just haven't been able to do it. Cheravino in for the Wildcats. Clayton, Martinelli, Berry, and Mullins.
They were unable to throw the knockout punches needed with some of the open shots. And as you said, credit Nebraska. They've come out and shot the ball incredibly well here in the second half.
All right, Worcester will inbound. Cats. Mullins guarding the inbounds. Worcester looking, gets it into a Sejan. and gets it ahead to Williams. The Cats will have to foul him. I think Stingen's also a very good free throw shooter.
Yeah, you put your best free throw shooters and best ball handlers on the floor, which Fred Hoiberg did, and now the Cats needing to come up with something special.
Foul on Barry, his third, and Bryce Williams right back at the line where he's 5 for 6. But this time with 9.2, Billy, you don't have the luxury, right, of driving to the basket. Free throw up, good. Here's Nicholson in, Clayton out. Well, you got to think that it's going to be maybe Barry takes the shot here.
Barry Shervino.
Yeah. Martinelli.
Or Martinelli.
All right, second free throw is good. 67-64, 9.2. Here comes Mia back in for Nebraska. Well, give the Cornhuskers credit. They have come a long way back in this one. Shervino will trigger the inbounds pass. 94 feet away into Martinelli. There we go. 8 seconds. 7. Martinelli handing it off. Barry. It's bobbled and taken away. Williams has it. Throws it down with 1.7. And that will do it.
And that's wraps it up and speaks to what happened during the second half.
Now let's see. Did they call a foul prior to the dunk?
Cats turned the ball over on the exchange.
Yep. A live ball turnover. They did not count the basket, but Bryce Williams, 2 shots, merely needs to make one to make it a 2-possession ball game. And he does. Hey, I can't think, Billy, of a more disappointing loss for the Wildcats in a long, long time.
Yeah, that's the word I want to use. I said embarrassing. It's disappointing.
Yep.
Cats had this under control. Nebraska wasn't playing well.
This is the second. That's going to do it. Martinelli throws it up a 3/4 court. Ball game is over.
Wow.
And the Nebraska Cornhuskers have come back from 20 points down to beat the Wildcats 68-64. A bitter pill to swallow for the Cats, who lose at home for just the 4th time this year. Today's broadcast of Northwestern basketball was presented by Wintrust, Chicago's bank and official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Northwestern Medicine, proudly leading the way towards better health care. Athletico, physical therapy partner of Northwestern Athletics.